join me. Hanukkah, Hanukkah, come light the menorah. Let's have a party, we'll all dance the hora. Gather round the table, we'll give you a treat. Simply phone to play with and latkes to eat. And while we are playing, the candles are burning low. One for each night they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. One for each night they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. And speaking of days long ago, we're about to share with you a cartoon that tells the story of Hanukkah. This year it is a little different. Certainly we'll remember the two miracles of Hanukkah, the military victory and that little bit of oil that lasted for 8 nights. This year, in this time of pandemic, we are also in need of a miracle. We can look to a better time. We, just like the Maccabees, will not give up. We'll do our part. We'll stay home. We'll wear masks. We'll celebrate with our own personal families. And we look to spread light with our community.